Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Actor-director Anurag Kashyap was slammed with a Me Too case. Now, there are three sides to the story. Number one, Anurag Kashyap says that he's been fixed. It's a hit job. He was talking against the establishment. Therefore, he's invited slander. On the other hand, the actor who has alleged sexual assault, what she had to say resounded in Parliament, with one BJP MP also sitting on dharna and also resounding on the floor of the Parliament. The third, in midst of it all, the supporters of the entire campaign of Me Too, most of them seem to suggest that you have to accept if somebody makes an allegation and leave it for investigation.
ये सौदेबाजी क्यों होती है? क्या अधिकार है कि मैं तुम्हारी लाइफ बना दूंगा? लेट्स एक कॉम्प्रोमाइज का सौदा. आप इंडस्ट्री गौर से सुनिए.
A little past midnight in Parliament on Sunday, a shocking, controversial, a development that had split public opinion became highly political. Ravi Kishan, BJP MP, without naming Anurag Kashyap, slammed the director-producer on the latest Me Too charge against him. The attack on Bollywood that started with the Sushant Singh Rajput death probe, which then turned on drugs, has now sexual assault in the spotlight.
When he called, I went, and that day he took me to another room where it was filled with cassettes. It was a library of video cassettes, CD cassettes, all those old wala cassette hota hai na, so it was filled with that on the sofa. And there he tried to make me uncomfortable, which I felt really bad. And that is when, after some time, I pleaded him, please let me go, I'll come back and meet you. And then after that, I never went and met him ever.
Grave charges made by actor Payal Ghosh, now all set to file a police complaint, is being supported not just by the NCW, but she has also found support in the Parliament.
मुंबई शहर एक बहुत बड़ा सपनों का सपने पूरे होते हैं वहाँ, और वो सपने लेके उस शहर में जाते, चकाचौंध वहाँ पहुँचते हैं, एक बड़े निर्देशक के दफ्तर की घंटी बजाते हैं और वो दफ्तर में उनकी एंट्री होती है.
BJP MP Rupa Ganguly also held a symbolic protest in Parliament today.
इस तरह से आप उनको अपमान करते हो और आप कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता. मुंबई फिल्म इंडस्ट्री किसी को मारेगा, किसी को गांजा पिलाएगा, किसी को कोकेन पिलाएगा.
While political support came in for Payal, Anurag Kashyap, open Modi critic, vocal Kangana Beta, the critique of what he deems is a circus in the name of investigation of Sushant Singh Rajput's death, himself is ready to fight legally and calls this payback for speaking against the system, tweeting out that this is what is the beginning and he expects more slander. Anurag himself has seen a flurry of support, interestingly coming in from actresses and even two of his ex-wives, with his first ex-wife calling it a cheap stunt and his other ex-wife Kalki calling him a champion of women. This was mirrored by many women who have worked with Anurag Kashyap, from Taapsee Pannu to Richa Chadda to Mahi Gill to Radhika Apte. While Richa Chadda is also suing Payal for defamation for naming her as one who was allegedly exploited by Anurag. However, in this melee of support, Kangana, already in a Twitter duel with Anurag, came out in support of Payal Ghosh, stating in a tweet that this was expected of Anurag Kashyap. Meanwhile, Payal Ghosh has no proof of the assault she has alleged, and Anurag Kashyap calls it a hit job. But Me Too supporters feel the charge needs to be taken seriously and the outcome left to investigation. Bureau Report, India Today.
So I'd like to tell you the latest. What had happened was Payal Ghosh, in question since the morning, had to go and file a complaint. She hasn't done so till now. She was supposed to file a police complaint at 7 p.m. She hasn't done it. However, a lot of actors have taken recourse. You have at one end Richa Chadda, who is now suing Payal Ghosh for defamation because Payal Ghosh had gone ahead and stated that Richa Chadda was also taken advantage of by Anurag Kashyap. Anurag Kashyap, of his own, is following a legal course of action. In all probabilities, would be looking at suing Payal Ghosh. I want to connect right now because there's a larger discussion in midst of all of this. Now, Anurag Kashyap seems to suggest this is a hit job. He's been fixed. But should one give the victim the benefit of doubt? Because that is what the Me Too movement was all about, all along. I have Meghna Pant with me, author. I have Talish Ray, advocate. Very soon we'll be joined by Malavika Avinash from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Meghna, I want to begin with you. If you're going to stand for, say, somebody who's been a victim of sexual assault, if you're going to talk about the Me Too campaign, then we'll have to, whether you ideologically align with what Payal Ghosh is saying, whether you suspect the circumstances personally, you'd have to believe her, wouldn't you?
Preeti, there are two ways of looking at it. I know I've been a very strong advocate of the Me Too movement, especially when it was at its peak in 2018. But I've always said that feminism is not about women versus men. It's about women and men versus patriarchy, versus an unjust system. Because patriarchy has clipped both genders' wings. So I've always been on the side of the truth, as I think should any person who is a feminist or humanist. So as a feminist, I would say that my first reaction was that these issues, serious issues such as mental health, sexual harassment, sexual assault, have now become so deeply politicized in India. This whole right wing, left wing, it's become a circus. It's literally become almost a media circus. So it's very difficult, I imagine, for anybody to prima facie believe somebody who's a buck like Payal Ghosh, because the language she's using is reminiscent of what we've seen people like Kangana, Ravi Kishan, very aggressive, very sort of fascist language. So obviously the first reaction would be to not believe her, to dispel her. But at the same time, and I think somebody like Anurag Kashyap would also agree with it, that if she does want to be taken seriously, if she wants a case to go forward, talking about it and social media trials is not the way to go about it. Go to the NCW, go and file a complaint with them. They've helped a lot of women who needed assistance. I've written articles about the exact legal recourse they can take. She can get a pro bono lawyer. She can file an FIR. The Indian Penal Code, there are sections such as 509 and 354 that protect women of sexual assault. So instead of, this culture of inaction, let's look at this at the time that if she is serious about her complaint, she can take it forward. She has many, many avenues to do so. But to file a false allegation against a man is diluting the Me Too movement, is doing a great disservice to all the hard work that feminists such as me have done in order to bring about whatever little change can come about in our society. So one must look at it from both sides. We cannot easily dismiss her claim, but at the same time, we have to be respectful of the fact that this could and probably is a false allegation led by deeply political motives.
All right, okay. So you're saying it's a false allegation, most probably is what you're saying, led by a political motive. We're waiting for Malavika Avinash. Okay, she's back with us. And Talish, I'm going to just come to you in a bit. Malavika Avinash, you had one of your MPs today who stood in Parliament late last night and today, championing the cause of Payal Ghosh. You had Rupa Ganguly, who sat outside with a symbolic protest in solidarity with Payal Ghosh. Now, in midst of all of this, Anurag Kashyap says this is a hit job. He was anti-establishment and now he's paying the price.
No, I don't know how you can mix up the two. If there is an allegation, the allegation should be given its due. How is it that when it's not Anurag Kashyap or when it's, not friends of Anurag Kashyap, then it's about patriarchy and about Me Too and about activism and about rights of women and all of that. But when he is in the dock, then it's conveniently a political allegation. Then the lady is lying. How is it? How does it work one way for some and one way for the others? Don't you give the due respect to the woman in this case? How are you presuming and jumping the gun, presuming that she's making an allegation, which is baseless or which is false? I don't understand this. There is dignity of women, there is rights of women and all of that when it's convenient. And when it's not convenient, then rights of women can go to hell, right? How does it work? I really want to know. Why? Because it's Anurag Kashyap and he's the same guy who says smash patriarchy and, lands up at the doorstep of TV studios with sandals and so on and so forth. Now it's uncomfortable for him and therefore the lady is lying, is it? How does it work? I don't understand. It's one for the other and something else for the other, is it?
All right. So, Ms. Singh, if you're going to talk about... No, one second, Meghna, 1 second.
He's their friend.
And
he's a self-proclaimed feminist, isn't he?
Okay, now, okay.
Why can't he come forth and explain what happened?
Fair enough. But Malvika Avinash, before I go to Talish...
Did she come to his office? What happened really?
Okay,
He's not
fair enough. You're making all the right
points.
points.
Declaring is that she is lying.
Okay, Ms. Avinash, you're making, madam,
hurt.
all the right points. Something which I would reckon most women would concur. But I want to ask you, because if you're going to be talking about convenience, I would also ask you, how convenient was it for the Bharatiya Janata Party when you had your very own, who was the External Affairs Minister of that time, MJ Akbar? He didn't have one case against him of Me Too, multiple, going into at least 8 women who had come out and spoken against MJ Akbar. Did I see or anyone see anyone from the BJP stand in Parliament and talk about politicians, journalists? 1 second, madam. Madam, yes, he was
dropped.
He was, and we all know, madam, we all know in what circumstances he was dropped. Madam, it took months. Madam, 1 second, let me complete. It took months of pressure. It took months of a public campaign for him to step down.
I am sorry.
Did we see a BJP?
He was dropped from the ministry.
Madam, 1 second, let me complete. There's no point getting aggressive. Like I said,
I'm not getting aggressive.
So that's
you
what
are trying to stretch something.
Nobody's trying to
stretch.
No, madam, we are not trying to stretch.
You tell me about Anurag Kashyap now. Mr. MJ Akbar is over.
Madam, we are talking about 1 second.
The same BJP government dropped him.
I agree with
you. Tell me about
madam,
Anurag
most
Kashyap.
women.
Let's discuss Anurag Kashyap now.
Madam, most women will completely agree with what you're saying. But when you're talking about convenience, when you talk about if it's good for the goose, it has to be good for the gander, then
let's talk about Anurag Kashyap.
Then this question has to be asked.
MJ Akbar was dropped from the ministry.
Madam, we all know under what circumstances and how many months he was dropped. We all know that. And he wasn't dropped, he stepped down, which was under immense pressure because 7 women came out. Did we see a BJP? Madam, it's my duty to ask you questions. I'm not arguing with you.
When there's an allegation made against him.
Madam, it's my duty to ask you questions.
There were allegations that were heard against him.
Madam, it's my duty to ask you questions. Did we see anyone from the BJP come out and hold?
You're stonewalling even the allegations.
Nobody's stonewalling.
Nobody's willing to even listen now.
Nobody's stonewalling. We just heard you out. We just heard you out. You have to hear us out as well. It goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Did we see a BJP? I want to ask you, did
why
we see?
Why aren't we discussing him?
Because it's under the same gambit. That's why I'll tell you why we are discussing him. Why we are discussing him is because a charge
is... No, we are not discussing
Madam, if you let me allow to complete my sentence.
Mr. MJ Akbar who was dropped.
Madam, if you are allowed...
You tell me why you are refusing to discuss Anurag Kashyap.
I'm telling you.
Isn't he the smash patriarch?
If you'd allow me to talk, I'll tell you. Now, if you allow me to complete my sentence, why we discussing MJ Akbar today is the reason we are discussing...
Tell me why we are not discussing Anurag Kashyap.
Because we are discussing Anurag Kashyap. But they come in the same ambit, madam. They come in the same ambit. Today you are being charged of politicizing one statement. If you had done it for MJ Akbar, you wouldn't have this charge. If you had done it for MJ Akbar, you would not be facing this charge. Having said that, I want to bring in Talish Ray. There's no point. I don't want to argue with you. I want to bring in Talish Ray. Can we just go to Talish Ray? Talish, the point is at one end you have, say, Meghna, who seems to suggest saying that this is in all probabilities politically motivated.
Yes,
but who are we to decide? Can we just get Talish Ray?
And the liberals.
Can I just get Talish Ray?
Now suddenly he's in the docks.
Yeah. So Talish, at one end, it says that this is politicized, which is Meghna's point of view. But who are we to say that something is politicized and something is not? Even if it is a charge which has been made by a sex worker, which is of sexual assault, we need to give it equal importance than anyone making it, isn't it?
Right. So, I think it's important to look at what is the background of the Me Too movement. The background of #MeToo was basically about giving a space for women to have their voices heard. And we must remember that in terms of sexual harassment, this is where a woman's perception of whether or not she has undergone harassment is very, very important. But given in that, we must also look at the fact that #MeToo, when it came up, and it came up notably in a major way across the world in a movie industry, which was based out of the US. And then, of course, it came into India, and a lot of suspects were put in across, and this was a platform by which women talked about experiences because there was no other space for them. So given that, and the difference today that is there is the fact that there are now very many redressal bodies. Please remember that 2 years back, in terms of redressal bodies, even the film industry associations were not equipped, despite having an act for that since 2013. So given that context, I think it needs to be put into context as to why it has been put into Twitter, and therefore the questions that are being asked are reasonable questions in that sense. But secondly, the question that Ms. Ghosh will need to answer would be the fact as to why she has not approached the police if she plans to do that under 354A, which is an offense under the IPC for any manner of sexual harassment that may take place at workplace, or the fact that she has not approached any of the producers guilds, she has not approached the the Cine and TV artists associations, all of which have very robust ICCs. And I think, therefore, the larger question, according to me, is that are there redressal mechanisms that are available? Well, there are some redressal mechanisms, and are those redressal mechanisms then fair to women? And park aside the question of the fact that whether somebody is picking it up in a specific space. And I think Mr. Kashyap also does great disservice when he already puts out, or people putting out and saying that, well, we think he's not to be blamed for sexual harassment, because it is not for them to decide. It is for the due adjudicatory body to look at it. And if it is false and malicious, then that investigation is false and malicious.
Talish, and I just want to get in 1 minute each. I want to bring in, very quickly, Meghna, if I can come with you. You have a lot of support coming in. You have, the likes of Richa Chadda. You have the likes of the top line actresses who have worked with, Mr. Kashyap coming out and supporting him. These are the same women who were the flag bearers of the Me Too movement. If you have to really come down to the brass tacks of it, they shouldn't be talking right now because it didn't happen to them.
But Preeti, that's not how it works, right? Let's not forget the fact that even when the Me Too movement came to India in 2018, October, there were a lot of false allegations that were made against famous or celebrity men or influencer men like comedian Jivanshu or Varun Grover. And the fact that they immediately refuted those charges, the fact that most of those charges were levied by single accounts on Twitter or, by anonymous accounts which were not verified and taken completely out of context. I mean, those allegations were levied in places that these people had not even visited. So the fact of the matter is that we cannot, it's not a blanket that, anybody who's alleged to have it.
I just have 30 seconds. I need to bring in Malvika Avinash.
Into it. We have to look at multiple accounts. We have to look at...
Fair enough. Ms. Avinash, do you think Payal Ghosh today needs to go and file that complaint for her to be taken seriously?
Completely. You see, Preeti ji, all I am saying is hear her out. Don't shut her down when she is speaking. Hear her out. Let's find out what happened. Let Mr. Kashyap come forth to whichever agency is probing it and give his side. Allow the voice to be heard. Just because it's uncomfortable to a certain set of people who are self-declared activists and protector of women's rights and feminists and so on and so forth, that doesn't in any way undermine Payal Ghosh's claims. Right?
All right. Appreciate you, ladies. All right. Appreciate you, ladies, for joining us. I'm sorry, I need to cut this a little short. But having said that, nobody is there to decide who's right or who's wrong. It's up to investigators to figure out and whether who's going to pursue the case legally. Where political motive is concerned, you can't pick one and protest and take it to Parliament and completely ignore the other. Thank you for joining us. Up next is Rahul Kamal. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.